You're now tuned into Mic Check Waifu. Hollow and Tell, is that you?
Mic check, waifu. The #1 Chiefs fan, is that you?
It is me. This is Unbothered Mike, aka Mike Chico Kurobaldi, and
I'm done already.
And I'm here on behalf of the Chiefs organization. My team, always and forever a Chiefs fan.
Yeah, always, forever. we also joined by Spicy Lady ENT herself. What's happening?
AKA Euro Spicy, thanks to my dog.
Hey.
Mike over here. I like the name.
Let's do it. We got 2 special guests today for Mic Check Waifu. And as always, I'm joined by my brother King Teliano. We're here to get this thing cracking. We got a lot to talk about today, including the finale of our Bleach talk, which is kind of sad at the same time because now I got to figure out something else to watch, long form. That's going to keep my attention like Bleach did. I guess I got to go back to One Piece for.
I'm so
Google.
proud of you guys.
Yo, we blew through that though, man. What was that, like a month?
Quick.
We did. We watched what seemed like a ton of episodes, man.
True. Well, as always, Mic Check Waifu is brought to you by Lube Complex. Make sure y'all go to Lube Complex and use that offer code Waifu to save on your entire cart. And also check out guildflags.jp. If you're watching the video version of this, you can see a guild flag hanging up behind me. It's made by the same people who made Lube Complex, so check them out there. And we also are brought to you by our Patreon producers, Monique Williams, Connor, Treesus, Chris Kennedy, and Explicitly. Thank y'all so much for producing this episode. Let's get down to the brass. Mike, what's going on, man? How you feeling?
Oh man, well you know how my day's been today, man. As a former Cowboys fan, I feel relieved that I have nothing to do with that organization and taking my talents to Kansas City. And, life has been good, man. I shout out to the Cleveland Browns for showing me the way and getting me out of this hate-filled city that I'm in. So
wild.
I hate it here.
That shit was wild. That was the most entertaining game I watched. Also, the most stressful game I watched because during that fourth quarter, I was shaking like a motherfucker. I'm like, the Browns about the Browns again. God damn it.
They was low key, like they couldn't even.
Man, y'all had it in the bag, bro. I was like, there's no way this defense is gonna stop them. So there's no way. I was like, they got this. It's okay. Y'all put up 40. Y'all think at that point y'all had 41. So I was like, yeah, no, they're good. Then we don't go past 40.
Shout out to OBJ.
Shout out to him.
What about you, Spicy? How you doing today?
Man, I'm doing good. I've just been working and just got done filming a YouTube video today. So, feeling accomplished, chilling. Yeah, trying to get back to YouTube. It's been a minute.
Do it.
And posting your National Boyfriend Day picture as well.
Bro, you made me delete it.
Wait, what was it? I missed it.
No, okay, so I have this Mitsuri cosplay that I end up doing for my birthday. And so I took a picture on the couch and I Photoshop what's his name? The snake guy.
Snake nigga.
And I was told a certain way that he was,
Yo, that's incredible.
I might post it again,
No, you should have kept it up.
Yeah,
Spicy was like kind of looking back at him, and I was like, okay, Spicy, what's your 2D man?
Throw it. That's what I'm talking about. That's awesome. You should definitely repost that.
I will, and I have more content coming for that cosplay too. That I'm trying to keep a secret. So
it was heat, by the way.
Thank you.
Straight up. I wish I would have saw it before you erased it.
Because I'm nervous. He just posted a GIF what is this? And I'm like, what did I do? This is too much.
Because the Blaname timeline is the wholesome one, and then Spicy came in here and threw up the whole balance of the timeline. I didn't think she was going to delete it though.
Oh, that's crazy.
He said Blaname timeline wholesome.
That's
the other side. I can't speak for.
Okay, you're right. The new one.
Yeah.
The new one.
This is a new Blaname timeline too.
It went renovations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Tell, how you feeling, bro?
You know me, brother. I've been living. Like I said, Alea been bullying me. Apollo living his best life. He out here singing Steven Universe on a regular basis, talking about love and stuff. And I'm just like, all right, bro.
I'm with it.
I'm good. You know, reading my. I mean, I'll talk about it a little bit later. But Twin Star Exorcist, just pick it up and read it. That's all I got to say.
It's every episode.
Never fails. Constantly gonna push that agenda. Y'all just gotta roll with it.
It's a great anime to watch too, ain't it, right, Tail?
No, come on, Mike. You already know. We already had this conversation, bro.
Dang.
Come on, man.
The anime is
I've been meaning to watch that anime.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
You gotta read it. Don't watch it.
The manga is a better action series, a better romance series, better adventure series. Has a better power system, better tournament arc.
It's just a whole separate.
It's not even the same story.
Yeah,
Dang. So the anime just messed up, kind of like a comic got killed type shit.
Like I told
got a high school
Polo,
type shit.
Like I told Polo, there's characters that just got announced in the manga like 2 months ago, because it releases monthly. Characters that just got announced in the manga 2 months ago that literally were in the anime like on like the third episode. And I'm just like,
that's not the way to do it.
How y'all just introducing random characters into the show that ain't even out there yet? I was sorry.
I think I dropped it after 13 episodes, if I remember correctly.
As you should. You're a gentleman. You are.
Not because I hated it or anything, because I hadn't read any of the manga, so I didn't even know what I was actually missing out on. It just didn't stick with me after 13 episodes, and I moved on to other stuff. So
smart man.
Man of class. Spicy, don't watch it. Just read it, please. Because I know you like to read some manga. Just read it.
Yeah. Because I've seen some mangas like Barnes and Noble, and like the cover art looks pretty cool. So I was like, I might have to pick it up.
I got some. Polo, how you doing, bro?
I'm thanks to that Browns game, I'm pretty okay. Man, I've been going through a rough patch though, bros. And sis,
shout out to the Browns.
Yeah, it's been rough. So I missed a week of work because I was sick with the supposed COVID, but they wouldn't let me go back to work until my cough was gone. So I missed an entire week of work. So a whole paycheck gone because I can't submit my sick time until the following week. So I'm like, well, fuck it. I guess the following week check is going to be real nice, but this one, not so much. So I had that, and then my car is done. So I got to buy a new car, and I just paid that one off. So little salty, but
it's going to feel good to have a new car though.
You're right.
You gotta look at the positives, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
It's gonna feel real good, especially during all this BS that's happening this year.
That's true.
You about to have a new car with some new rims. You might as well go ahead and throw a sub in there, some 15s, play some.
This ain't 2002 no more, Till.
I know. I was gonna say, don't play no Cleveland music, but you know. Play some slow jams like it's the 80s or something,
Yeah, that sucked. But other than that, it's pretty good. Like I said, thanks to the Browns, because I definitely thought we was going to lose that game because all they had to do was throw the CD. Because that's it. And they didn't do it. So shout out to Dallas for helping us win that game.
Shout out to the defense for giving away that game.
Yeah, straight up. Straight up. So for those of you that don't know, I'm By the Mic is a co-host from Blanime Podcast. One of the top anime podcasts out there. We fuck with it heavy.
Screw.
And Spicy Lady is a one woman show, killing it with her YouTube channel and her Twitch streams with manga reads every week. And you just said you got some stuff coming back to the YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to that. Shout out to that. We're gonna have all that linked in the show notes, of course, down below. But first off, I want to start off with what's everybody been watching outside of we've been watching Bleach, but what about y'all?
Spicy, you go ahead.
Just all of these dang premieres.
So
pretty
many.
much. It's so many. I'm not even caught up with summer. Like I'm not, because I moved, so I was a lot of live reactions. So like Fire Force got up high school, so I had to put that on pause. So I'm not caught up in those, and I haven't really been hearing great things about God of High School, which I kind of already saw in the beginning of the season. So I have to finish all of those, and then so far the new seasons, I like Tanikawa, Over the Moon for You. That's such a cute anime.
Heater intro, by the way.
I love. First of all, in the intro, I was like, "This is really cute." Like, I love it. Jujutsu Kaisen was perfect. The episode was perfect. I have the first volume of the manga, and from the episode, from what I read, it was like to the T. Like nothing was really left out. So I really appreciated that. Haikyuu, I love seeing my boys back. It was really fun to watch that. I watched that at my job during my break. I was like, my sons are back. But yeah, there's a lot I haven't watched yet because I've been working nights. So I don't know. I'm gonna fit all of this new premieres into my schedule, but I'm gonna make it work.
It's so many. It's just too many. A lot. Too many to keep up on. What about you, Tel?
All right. I watched Yashahime. I watched the finale of My Teen Romantic Comedy Snafu Climax, which is probably one of my favorite finales of the summer season.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness. I love that show. All right. What else I watched? Obviously, I watched ReZero. We're going to probably talk about that a little bit later. Jujutsu Kaisen. So I'm completely new to that whole world. I'm impressed by Studio Mappa, sorry. And I thought they was really gonna drop the ball. I really did. I was worried.
Thank God they brought that talent.
I thought the CGI was gonna be trash.
Nope. Oh my God. Nope.
No. Mappa, I feel like Mappa be picking the animes they want to go hard on because Abandoned Sacred Beast, that anime was trash. And I think Mappa thought it was trash too. So they're like, F this shit. But the anime they work on that they like, they be in their bag. Like, I know Mappa be picking and choosing the ones that go hard. And like, I already know it, bro. It shows.
So speaking of that, right? Like, I was told by Panda and was it Warren from Worst Gen? They were like, watch Abandoned Sacred Beast and let us know how bad it is, right? They said it's like a 3 is a high rating for it.
Damn.
Like, there's no way it can be worse than Demon Lord Retry. What did we give Demon Lord Retry? Negative 7.75?
Something trash.
Yeah, it's hot garbage. There's no way that show can be worse than Demon Lord Retry.
Okay.
Oh, that's deep.
I'm gonna watch it just to see how bad it is. I gotta see.
You gonna see. And then you come back, you be like, damn, be like, we told you, bro. The shit is garbage. Man. Anime lately made me give it a high score because it has some really nice like topics, but it's still bad. It's garbage.
Anime lately stands the wrong things, so I kind of keep to myself.
Don't do that.
They mean well. They mean well. Those are the bros. They came with facts. Yeah. But
that was a Black Clover jab. I saw that, Polo. Don't do that.
It wasn't actually. It was more so leaning towards Fairy Tail, actually.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Never mind. I'm with you on that one. I'm with you.
Fairy Tail and God of High School, they stand those a little too hard.
And that is a little bit too much for me. That, first of all, I'll let Fairy Tail slide, but that God of High School was on some.
And they said anime of the year.
I might have to like what's that torture situation where they hold you underneath some water with a rag over your face?
Oh, true. Water Chinese
waterboarding.
Yeah, waterboarding. It felt like that.
Dead.
It felt like waterboarding.
Hey, seriously though, shout out to Anime Lately for helping us come up with antagonists too. That saying helped us create that entire segment. So we shout out to them for that. We appreciate them. They work hard over there for sure.
Real talk. Shout out to them.
Seriously. And I don't even, it was so much that I watched. Finishing up Bleach took up majority of this, but like everything that premiered, like what, yesterday was it? Like on the 3rd? Yeah, everything that premiered yesterday I watched today, which was tough. So, I mean, y'all named it all. It's all the same stuff, and I'm sure we're gonna go into it a little bit later. But it's been a while. It's been a wild season. I wonder what Mike been watching though.
Man, so I actually have spent a majority of my watching time watching One Piece, and the reason being is because I'm coming to a crossroads where I'm either going to put this anime down forever or I'm going to keep watching. And so what I plan on doing, because right now I'm in Annie's lobby.
Okay.
And I'm somewhere in the 290s, and Annie's lobby is over at 313. So I told my Worst Gen folks, I was like, look, I'm going to finish this Annie's lobby, and then we're going to have a One Piece only episode, and we're going to do a part 1 on Blenheim, and then we're going to do a part 2 on Worst Gen, and we're going to talk about this. So I'm either going to be the protagonist or I'm going to be the antagonist, depending on how this watching goes. So I'm either going to go full shitting on it or I'm going to praise it. So we'll see.
I wish it was past Annie's lobby.
That's what Pat said.
Yeah, because Annie's lobby ain't my shit either. I mean, it was cool, but it was fucking dragging, dude.
Yeah, I don't want to mess it up for you because Enies Lobby to me was there were parts that were good, like really good, but you got to go a little bit further than that when shit like really like, yo, that's hard, or just the storyline was better.
Yeah, but
I agree that Enies Lobby is some of those moments is just dragging. Like my dude was doing what for how long?
Bro, I was so happy. I was so happy because a few episodes, Luffy finally does Gear 2 for the first time, and I'm like, finally something else, please, thank you.
Gear Secundo. Okay, Luffy, I see you, bro.
I was mad happy, and he gave dude the business, and I was like, okay, I'm here now. I'm interested, so I haven't put it down since then. So we'll see how it goes. My boy Chopper then turned into Godzilla. Like I'm just trying to.
All that. What'd you think about that though,
bro? Chopper is my dude, but I was like, bro, you really didn't have to take that Rumble Ball, man, because there had to have been some other way.
It's like the Hulk, just like that was too much.
Bro, he's on a rampage right now.
Calm down.
I really wanted to see what you thought of that Marineford arc because everybody in Worst Gen was telling me how dope it was, how it was just better than the Ninja War arc, and I'm like, it's mad, just decent. It's decent. And it's
everybody, I guess I'm gonna have to end up watching past this to see that stuff too. Yeah, but
you gotta see that.
I'm definitely checking in on this one and seeing what I say about it. So.
The problem is with One Piece is it's 900 episodes for no particular reason.
Bro, no
they could
reason.
cut out so much shit, dude, that they decide not to. Like the moments that Tell was talking about in Enies Lobby, they can literally put in one episode that they try to spread in like 5. So it just don't make any sense.
Bro, they did a 4 or 5 episode flashback of Nico Robin's like backstory, and I'm like, bro, this is cool, but y'all could have really handled this in one episode.
It's true.
You know how much of the ocean we haven't even seen yet in this damn show?
True.
We've been on one side of the blue.
Wait, and then, so late in the 900s, they still in the one side of the blue, or they? No, because they go a little bit further.
Not really. They go a little bit further, but it's not that much further for real. Like we ain't been that far in the water. Like it's so much more. Like we only seen like 2 continents at most.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Right?
I saw it for the Alabasta arc and I was just like, this is nice, but I'm gonna go watch something else.
It's just too much.
You dead on because I really almost dropped after that. I was like, bro, plot armor.
Exactly.
Yeah. Bro, the plot armor in Alabasta killed me, and I was like, bro, I should never watch the show again.
That was the first time I was like, yo, he should have died and it should be over. Like I'm like,
this story should be over with.
Motherfucker drank some water and he was cool and ate.
I see people like One Piece. I don't think I'm ever gonna pick it up again in my lifetime, and that's probably.
Yeah, that's why I started reading.
I don't blame you at all.
I might have to read it, but all my friends love it. Like every one of my friends love it. I'm just like I
like reading certain stuff because it get over faster, right? Like I can read Black Clover. Like I don't like Black Clover anime because I can read it and get that shit done in 5 minutes, right? Like absorb the panels, I'm done. But like watching, I'm not sitting down for 24 minutes.
It wasn't even me, Mike. See,
I'm not getting no intro.
No, I'm okay with this.
I'm not getting no intro, no outro. I don't want to do all that. I'd rather read it. Read it because at least they cut out all the bullshit I don't want to see, and they give me the actual details and information written out right there, so I can just say, "Oh, okay, that makes sense."
Yeah.
One Piece, they do that, even though sometimes One Piece panels be like, "Here's a picture, and here's a whole panel of words." And I was like, "Oh, this is a vocabulary test."
Some monologue.
Polo, I just want to say because the way y'all have been praising Bleach, and I know we're gonna talk about it, but y'all been praising Bleach so much, I'm fine with all Black Clover slander going forward. So just want to put that out there. Y'all can get y'all shit off, and I'm not gonna say a damn thing. So y'all got it.
Equivalent exchange.
Yes. This evens out everything. I'm completely fine with Black Clover slander.
Because I'm telling you, it's still, I know we're gonna talk about this soon, but it still baffles me on how you can just love Black Clover so much when you are a fan of Bleach. When you see Bleach's storytelling and progress and power scaling and everything that Bleach has is just so amazing that Black Clover just does so terribly, it baffles me a little bit. and we gonna
bro. But y'all gotta understand, like I like Black Clover, but it's not in my top 10. But Bleach is literally in my top 3. So you can understand. Like I really hold Bleach to a much higher standard than I do for Black Clover. So Black Clover is like a kind of one I can just chill and look at, and I don't have high expectations of it, so I'm not tripping off anything bad they do. So
that makes sense.
Yeah,
true.
And maybe it's the praise that I just like. I can't. All right, let's slide over.
I'm also not the one on the timeline telling everybody to watch Black Clover either. I'm just like, it's cool. I enjoy it, and I just like, if y'all hate it, that's fine. Y'all got it.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and slide over to what everybody's been waiting for. The good old Bleach talk, the finale of our Bleach talk. I cannot believe it's here already, man. We got some questions from some of the homies on Twitter that we're gonna incorporate into some of the questions on here. But I want to start off with Tell, since we're brand new to finishing Bleach. What's your overall thoughts of Bleach as a whole?
Yo, that shit was fire, bro. Like I'm gonna be real. Like I remember watching Bleach as a kid, like in high school and stuff, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Like it's all the stuff I like. I like spiritual stuff. I like ghosts and scary shit, and it had that. And then I had a giant sword. I literally went and bought Ichigo's sword. I wish I had it here right now. My dad got it at his house. I have Ichigo's.
She was heavy.
I have Ichigo's hollow Zanpakuto, and not the Shikai, not the. Yeah, I have it, but my dad has it at his house right now. But
I have his Zanpakuto in my room right now.
Yeah. Hey. But that shit, like the show was so much better than I remember it being, right? Like I remember watching, like I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish this. But after watching it this time, like, nah, bro, that shit's fire. Like I understand why it's big 3. I understand why people hold it to such high regard. And I was listening to Worst Gen's sake tapes or whatever, and it's talking about how like Bleach get all this slander, and it's only getting slander because of like it's finished, and people, it's like that retrospect slander, right? Like, oh, I've seen it already, so this is what
is that the Bankai?
She had to bring it out.
She got the Bankai.
The Bankai though.
Hey, ooh, let's go. And you hear that
tune into the video version. We probably gonna drop this same
she
day.
About to go,
Spicy had her lieutenant come out with her
right though. She about to go Aizen and Byakuya real quick.
The Bankai.
But basically, like the show was just, honestly, in my opinion, I understand why people give it all that hate, because it's an older series. But in retrospect, like if you compare it to even a lot of the newer series we see, the story development is better, the world development is better, the character development is better. Like Ichigo ain't getting no ass pulls though. Like it's an ass pull. It's an ass pull. Let's say it's an ass pull, right? But he literally trained before that ass pull came, and there's only one of them to me that even remotely seems like an ass pull. But that was the hardest ass pull in anime in such a long time.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. Like, cause when he body bagged Aizen at the end, I was like, I don't know what to tell you, Aizen, bro. You had this coming.
Yeah.
Like you needed your ass pull, so I'll take it.
Man. I couldn't agree more with all of that. Like Bleach's pacing was something that I didn't think was possible in a long form anime. They gave me so much content, and like there was times where I sat down, turned on Bleach, and did not stop watching that shit all day. I mean that's pretty much clear because I was like 2 weeks ahead of Tell at one point, but it was a point where I just couldn't turn it off because of the simple fact is how well these episodes was paced out. Like if I was watching this week to week, I would be struggling right now. I'll be struggling so. Her lieutenant came through again. I'll be struggling so hard, like, cause it's just too good. It's way too good. Like the music, man. Every time that shit, the shit that's playing in the background right now that y'all hear, every time that shit came on, I was vibing. I'm like, oh, some shit about to happen.
What was the one? There was the one that always hit that made me think of, like, it was like dun. But it felt like I'm going back to back, like Drake was about to body Meek Mill again. Every time I heard it, I was like, Drake about to body Meek Mill. It's a rap.
Wait, what song
Ichigo
is
not
this?
losing this fight.
Wait.
I don't know. Hold on, I'm gonna share. I'm gonna share.
Damn.
But it's one of
Ichigo's
the songs. It might be Ichigo's thing, but it's one of the songs that if you put Drake back to back on, I literally went and looked for it. Like I found the song, I don't remember the name, but I'm gonna send it to y'all. I found the song and I listened to Drake back to back and put them like side by side. It's literally the same tempo and like
that's crazy.
Back to back. I was like, Ichigo about to body back. That's all it is.
Now I gotta find it because
I'm curious. I'm like, wait.
Yeah, shit.
Number one's his theme song, but he has like 2 or 3, I think.
Yeah, he has a few.
He has a few.
Yeah, but Precipice.
I like the like that crazy Waco Mundo one. I was like,
Waco Mundo,
evil stuff gonna be happening when that beat comes on.
Yeah, straight up. Like the Precipice of Death is still my favorite one. Like that one, because every time that comes on, it's always getting into like the depths of this story, and that shit always felt so good to me. I'm like, man, I be enthralled when that song comes in. Man, it's clean. It's Bleach does some things not well. The things that it don't do well is the fighting. Like the fighting sometimes look a little stiff, but it still is not bad enough to where the hate it gets. I've never seen so much Bleach hate until I started watching it, by the way. Like for some reason, when I started watching it, all the Bleach hate started coming through the time. I'm like, how Sway?
Paying attention to it.
Now you see what I see.
Literally.
Okay. Now you see it.
I'm
now
like,
you see it. Okay.
Wait a minute, man. How can you? I don't know how. Especially if you're a fan of story like we are. If you're a fan of story like we are, I don't. The problem that people talk about with how I just didn't keep their interest. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Like
Ichigo's a bland character. How?
So, right. And when Aizen told this boy, like, I've known you since before you were born.
Man, listen.
I planned your entire existence.
Demon.
Come on, tell me he not a demon level villain. Come on, bro.
Demon.
Yo,
that shit blew me back, man.
Everything Ichigo is, he was like, I needed you. I needed to build you to make. I'm just like, all right, bro, you are evil.
Aizen invented demon time.
Straight up.
Literally.
Straight up. I never seen a villain outside of Madara with that much just gravitas and just power when they hit the screen, because every time he pulled up it was like, oh shit, man, like what the fuck, what he's about to do now? Like, oh, it's killer. What's your overall thoughts, Spicy or Mike?
I just want to take this moment to say, Scuba Steve, I know you listen to this. Go to hell with your 6.8. Go to hell.
The door.
And Skylar is much better than you. I just want to get that out the way right now before the show goes on.
Her podcast is really good.
Skylar's podcast is really good. And her dad or whatever is cool, I guess, sometimes. No, but Bleach, like literally, I watched Bleach like as a young adult. I think I was like 20 years old when I saw Bleach for the first time. Like I didn't watch it as a kid, and I was just hooked on it from back then. And I love the main one thing about me is I love main characters that aren't stupid.
Yes, like, man.
I love main characters that have some kind of like a strongness, like they're not stupid, they're with the shits.
Yes.
And it's not no goofy shit that they own. So you can already tell I hate Naruto and Luffy because of the way they act sometimes. But
you like
same. So that's already, I'm already invested in the Ichigo because of his demeanor and everything like that. And then it's not no corny ass goal like, oh, I'm gonna be the Pirate King, or oh, I'm gonna be Hokage, or oh, I'm gonna be the best Super Saiyan ever lived. Whatever the fuck, there's no corny goal. It's like, hey, I'm here to fight for my niggas, and that's it. It's like that's all this about. So I love that show, and I love how Ichigo is, and that's why I'm an Ichigo stan. So
yeah, his motivations I like a lot too.
Yes.
I do.
Yeah,
he just here to protect his people.
That's it. There don't have to be no extra shit.
That Naruto snipe shot kind of hurt. I felt it in my chest because Naruto is. I don't know if he's like stupid, like a Goku or a Luffy, but he is pretty.
Naruto spent 800 episodes yelling Sasuke. Let's talk about it.
Hey, come on, man.
Yo, how many times has he said Sasuke since he was an adult though?
I know somebody has counted how many times he said Sasuke. I know somebody has to count it on Reddit or something.
Way too many times. Uh-oh. Did we lose Spicy?
Uh-oh.
I'm sure she
Hang up Spicy?
Hang up Spicy. No, Bleach is seriously, man, I'm impressed, man. I'm definitely impressed. Like
so happy.
Like Tell said, I do understand why it's big three, why the manga so as well as it did alongside Naruto and One Piece. Because again, as me as a as a Naruto stan, like I definitely feel like it belongs up there easily. Welcome back, Hang Up Spicy.
Hang Up Spicy.
I hate when my Discord does that.
It's all good. Ain't no thing. But yeah, like I see why. Like I can officially say that I like all of the big three, because I couldn't say that about Bleach because I never watched. Well, I watched it, but again, like I said on the podcast before, like I was never at home during the times it came on, and then I just never found time to watch it again. But yeah, it's live. It's definitely live. I'm glad Spicy came back, because now she about to share why she like Bleach so much.
Basically, what Mike said, I hate stupid ass main characters, like just so annoying, not realistic, immature. I like Ichigo because I saw myself in him as a teenager. I was very much chill, reserved, hang with my homies, you know, like would do anything for my family, siblings, whatever. Mainly just chilled, and Ichigo just chilled, minding his business.
Until he had to pull up.
A chill dude until it was time to fight. Yeah. And even then, seeing how his friends all gain abilities because of Ichigo's like presence, basically, and his caring for his friends, how they all gain abilities because of him. Like I love that whole like concept of it, and it felt realistic to me in that character. Like he seemed like a real teenager.
Yes.
Even the heights in Bleach all seem realistic height wise. Like I hate where it's like, you know, I'm tired of seeing little ass kids. I want to see like actual teenagers. Like, yeah,
true.
Thank you.
I mean, to be fair, they were kind of big as fuck for 15-year-old kids too, though.
I was huge as hell for a 15-year-old. So I related. I've been 5'5" since like 4th grade. I've always been tall.
I guess it's the art, because they looked about 23 in anime standards, but they were actually
Chad
15.
The first season,
Chad was the big one.
Yeah.
Well, Chad's though.
Chad was like 42.
Like stereotypically, like how many Hispanic people you know that are that tall?
Oh, damn! I didn't even put that in perspective. Wait a minute.
That man was 6'8" in like his freshman year of high school.
16. Like you was not 16.
Come on, man.
Chad's voice was mad deep too.
Yeah, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's another thing I did like. I loved about Bleach was the dubbed voice acting. Man, that shit was
dubbed voice
clean,
was really good.
man.
Oh, I love the bro.
It was so fire. Even
Johnny Young Bosch.
Yeah.
Taylor, did you ever switch over to dub?
Yeah, I did. I'm just gonna be 100% real with y'all. I didn't like Orihime voice.
That's understandable. That's understandable.
Yeah.
You said Orihime or who?
I don't like her voice in subs or dubs. Like,
okay.
I would have threw the whole voice away. Like, I would have rather watched that show with her voice.
But that's her
like,
character.
Yeah.
That's her character. They need a high pitched
that dinginess
voice.
Yep.
I get it, but just
I hate it.
Like you can have the voice actor act it out, but when I'm watching, I just need them to pause her voice and just let it silent. Because I don't know what happened with her voice. I was ready to throw the whole voice away. Just like I'll keep Orihime, but throw the voice out.
When the Spider 3 pulled up and it was Laura Bailey, I nearly fainted. I love her to death.
Holly Bell, yes.
Halle Bell, that's my reach. I love her.
That's when I switched. And her voice, yes, I agree with Polo. Her voice was fire.
Even in the Fullbringer arc, her husband, which is Travis Willingham, played the what's his name? The dude, Rugen. What was his name in the Fullbringer arc? The main dude that said.
Wait, Genjo? Not Genjo.
No,
not Genjo. The other dude with the memory. The memory.
Oh yeah.
No, not him. That was Matthew Mercer. He's also a brilliant fucking voice actor.
Wait, who are you talking about?
Yeah,
he was the one that had the big ass sword from his necklace, from his Fullbringer necklace.
Genjo.
I didn't know that. My fault.
That's my husband.
I thought his name started with an R for some reason. I don't know why. I thought his name started with an R. But yeah, that was Travis Willingham, which is Laura Bailey's husband. So
you already cheating on the snake dude.
I know.
No
yeah, damn already. All right, let's get into to some of these. What was your favorite main character? I mean, obviously Mike's is Ichigo. Is that everybody's favorite character?
Yes.
Main character?
Yes.
Damn. Yeah.
I mean, if I actually think if I'm a main character, it's gonna be like, are we considering like Byakuya a main character?
Nah, just the main.
Okay, then yeah, Ichigo.
He was a leader. HBI.
I did like Uryu though. I did like him for what it's worth.
I think Kisuke, if he counts, would be my secondary, one of my favorite main characters.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, that goes into the next question: favorite side characters, and Kisuke is probably tops, or Yodorichi for me. Loved it.
I'm I'm rocking on Byakuya.
I'm not mad at
really like
Byakuya.
I have a few.
What's up?
I have Nelio,
I definitely.
Yoriichi,
Yep.
Ikaku. I love Ikaku. Yumichika.
Ikaku got his ass beat a lot though.
But it's because his Bankai he don't like to use Bankai like that. Okay, that's why.
We will not slander any of our bald kings.
Literally, his Bankai is dope. Like he doesn't.
And his Bankai was about taking damage too. So
literally. Yumichika, the pretty nigga, I love him. Mayori Kurosuchi, basically the science
Ayuri.
guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jin,
yeah.
I do like Jin.
He impressed me at the end, like towards the
Yes.
end. I was lie, like that was
Nobody saw that plot twist.
No one saw it.
And, like, yo, that blew me back. And I'm
triple
surprised.
agent. That shit was.
I was
clean.
like, yo, my dude, like literally had a whole like plan the entire time. Isaac knew what his plan was and thought he was don't let dude slide. And he was in love with old girl.
But no, it makes sense because she like, I like how Tai Kupel had her have like moments where she would like think about Jin and like the past to kind of be like, is he really type thing? Because she's kind of like, she's really like a gag character. So for her to have that serious moment, I was kind of like side-eyeing like, what is this that they're showing me right now? So when the end came and how they call him went on full circle, I was like, oh, he still had her back, bro. Like, I was like, I love that. That was such good foreshadowing.
His death hurt because of that.
Yeah,
I was like,
that's what blew me back the most because what they did that. Well, I don't probably Fire Force was influenced by this, but they did that Fire Force planting seeds with those flashbacks. They just drop a little seed here and there, drop another little seed, but it all came like like you said, when it came around full circle, you realize, wait a minute, he didn't actually kill anybody. Like when he was going against the Soul Society, he never killed or he never like severely damaged. He either
watched.
knocked somebody out or just watched or something like that. So like that shit was like had me like, man, this motherfucker's clean with the storytelling.
Even when Ichigo and them first came to Sarate, he was the first one to meet them there for good reason. Like he wanted to see what Ichigo was about. He wanted to see if they can handle what was about to come and the upcoming events coming soon. And I love that. Like
shit was live, man. Shit was way too good. Let's tie in this next question from Worst Gen Podcast, actually. Shout out to Worst Gen. They say
shout out.
Favorite captain, favorite sword release, favorite fight, and favorite arc. We're obviously going to get to all of these eventually, but shout out to y'all for giving us that question. Let's start off with the favorite captain.
Head captain.
Oh, head captain. Yamamoto.
Oh, yeah, Yamamoto, that dude.
Or I like to call him Yamagoto.
Yo, straight up. Man, this one.
I love Kenpachi. I love him.
I can never remember his fucking name, but my boy with the flowers on his kimono.
Byakuya?
Oh,
no, not Byakuya. No, he's talking about
the sleeping guy. They'll be sleeping all the time.
Yep, with the double swords.
Yes. I do like him.
He was raw.
I always forget his name too, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
That fight with Yamamoto and what's his name?
Listen,
I love that fight. That fight was pressed.
He was the coolest one of them all.
Is it Jushiro?
Yeah, I have him for Zanpakuto, I think. The sick nigga. He always sick.
No, not him.
The other one. That's the other one.
That's the other one. That's
okay.
the dude with the white hair. I'm talking about the dude with the black hair. He always had the flowers on.
I'm saying the fight with him. With them.
With them. Okay, yeah. That fight was clean. Clean.
My favorite captains would be between Byakuya and the Smoke Lord Kenpachi.
Oh my god, Kenpachi, man.
Come on, man.
I love Kenpachi, bro.
I don't understand anybody who don't like. You see Kenpachi like, and he wants smoke. It's like you either fight me or you die. You pick.
How he became captain? He came up was like, "I want to fight you, head captain." Now I'm the captain. Now literally, he's like, "I'm the captain now." Like
he pulled up.
Like
when you can't stop somebody because they was like, "I want to fight. I want smoke," and you give them smoke, and they're like, "All right, I won." We in it.
Literally has no Zanpakuto release. This is all sheer power. Doesn't get his Bankai to like later on in the manga, bro. This man's OP.
Got it.
Like
literally super OP. Overpower anybody.
Bro, and he has bells on his freaking head so he can make noise on purpose. He wants a challenge. Like this man's OP.
OP.
The fact that he was trained by Yamamoto blew me back too. I'm like, well, that explains why he's the Black Forces king, because he's a straight
Black Forces.
Forces king.
No, that's fact.
But
That's
literally,
it.
every time Ichigo, let's fight. Ichigo's like, bro, leave me alone.
You ready? He's stomping
Like, I'm
out.
not trying to fight you, bro.
We
You
300
you
episodes
almost
in.
killed me with that. He's like, that was the goal, bro.
Literally. I did enjoy that fight. I love that fight with Ichigo and Kenpachi.
Yeah, that shit was ill. That goes right into favorite sword release or favorite Zanpakuto.
Benihime.
I
love that.
Resurrection.
Benahime's good.
Yeah.
I like Benihime.
Just tough, man. Ryujin Zaka. I'm a head captain stand, so I might just have to roll with him.
Wabisuki.
Wabisuke?
Yeah, with Bisuke. I enjoyed that one because like literally the whole point of just like hitting someone's sword and making it heavier. I feel like that's a really cool,
that shit was
like.
I wish it was used more because it was so clean.
It came in clutch.
True.
Zabimaru too.
Yes, I love that. Yeah. Yes. Zabimaru.
Are we including Resurrections in this? Like,
yeah, for sure.
If sword, technically it's a sword release.
Because Okiora's Resurrection, that shit was like,
what was his despair?
And he turned into the black hidden elf demon thing. That was amazing.
Yeah.
And then Coyote Starks. I love Coyote Starks Resurrection because that reminded me of my life. Like I was like, you know what? Sometimes you can't be out here fighting with all your friends because your friends ain't in the same state as you. But you can pull off pieces of your soul and have a whole army of wolves.
Right.
I love that. I was like, that's my dude. I thought that was beautiful. It was
Coyote Tail.
Coyote Tail.
Do what you gotta do. I prefer wolves, but I'll rock with coyotes.
Hey.
I'm gonna be a generalist, man. I'm gonna go with our boy Ichigo's, man. His shit was so fire when he did. What was it? The last
Final
Getsuga.
Yeah, Final Getsuga. I'm like,
no, it's so hard, bro.
That shit's so hard.
Let me show you my Final Getsuga attention.
Yeah, and he fucking
and then it's just a wrap.
Destroy Sperm Cell Aizen. I was.
He just did one little lazy slice. He was like, shh, and Aizen just went.
You knew Aizen was about to die though because he was talking a lot of more shit than usual.
Yeah, yes.
We have to talk about that last fight in detail because I have to get some shit off on that last fight.
Let's do it. Let's talk about it now. Let's go into it.
Oh, we can.
Yeah.
Bro,
yeah.
That's one of the things I loved about Bleach that really like sold me is that this is like one of the very few animes where the main character completely washes the main villain, and there was there was no resist. There was no point at any time where he was like, "Oh shit, Ichigo might lose" type shit. Like he walked in that bitch, fucked Aizen up, and went home. It was lit, bro. I loved it.
Went to school the next day.
Bro, it was lit. Oh, man. I was like, bro, Aizen was talking cash shit, and he got his head smashed across the city, bro. It was
I don't want to destroy this city. He's like, don't worry about it. It's not going to take that long. And Ichigo was like, I said, I don't want to destroy the city, and grabbed him by the face and was like,
gone
200 miles away. All right, bro. Now I want to fight. I'm just like, what did you just do?
He went in that bitch like just it's like he went in there and like just went in there with his daddy and bathed in Black Forces water and came out and just went and said, Aizen, what is good, bro? I'm here.
Ichigo's dad, I freaking love him. When I saw him in that Shinigami, I said, what the hell?
Right.
No, wait, what?
Right.
And then your host, we gotta get out of here. Ichigo's here. I was like, yeah, this nigga don't. You used to be a captain. I was like, yo. Then I was like, wait, but where were you when your daughters almost got killed? But the damn, what you call it? Where were you at? Yeah, I was like, where were you at while this happening? Why did you play along with it? It's part of your plan. But anyway, I was like, that's questionable.
He know his kids are capable. He got it. He was like,
bro, that's a major. That was a major. Like, I get he was training Ichigo all this time, but that was a major. Like, I was like, but.
If I ever have a son, that's the type of dad I want to be.
Right? No, but no.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
But to keep talking about that final fight though, so I know I can't be the only one that feel this way. But like, was there even a reason for Ichigo to go Final Getsugo Tensho?
Yes.
Like, was there?
Yes. Yeah, he
fight Aizen. There's no other way. You're beating Sperm Cell Aizen.
It looked like the entire time Ichigo was like he was like.
The reason being is because the Hogyakyu was gonna keep evolving if the fight kept going on, and so Ichigo was like, I gotta put this nigga down now.
Right.
So he's like, let me go ahead and use the final Getsuga. He didn't want to waste no time with Aizen and let him find some way to escape this fight or keep powering up or whatever the case is, bro. Aizen was on some Goku shit. Like he was gonna keep powering up if the shit kept going, bro.
He was doing that throughout the fight.
Yeah. Ichigo could have diced old dude though. Like he was a 6-winged butterfly covered in sperm cells. So you could have diced dude up real quick. Got him up out of here. And then like you said, go to school tomorrow.
I mean, he did.
But it was hard though because he didn't even kill him. What was so hard about Ichigo doing that is that in the final Getsuga and he totally wiped Aizen. He made it to where the Hogyakyu didn't recognize Aizen as his master anymore. He was like, bro, you're not worthy of me anymore, bro. That shit was kind of hard, bro. Because he didn't even kill him. He just took his power out of him and was like, bro, you're nothing now.
That's exactly how I thought of it. Like the final Getsuga Tensho wasn't like he was trying to show Aizen like how strong he was. He was just trying to straight up just disrespect Aizen. It was like, all right, bro, I've already shown you I'm stronger than you, but let me show you.
Here
like,
for this disrespect shit.
Disrespectful now, like. I'm no longer coming in your house with mud on my boots. I'm coming to the house with mud on my Timbs, stepping on your brand new white couch.
Yeah.
He went off.
Aizen was pressed. Aizen was like, you're not better than me. He's like, what the hell? Like, I made you. And Ichigo's like, yeah.
He's like,
get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Aizen said, look at what my power did to this mountain. Ichigo's like,
Ichigo was like, bro,
that was
can we fight over there?
No, literally,
he was like, can we fight over there? And Aizen was talking cash shit for about 45 seconds. He was like, all right, bro.
No talk. So wasn't his friends injured too? He's like, yeah, too many injured people over here. Let's go over there and talk. Cause
his friends that could see, like, could feel if his spiritual pressure was still in the city.
Yeah. I remember.
Man.
And Aizen was like walking around vaporizing people because his spiritual pressure was too high. So he was like, bro, stay away from my friends or I'm gonna have to beat your ass. So
at that point, the captain should have just turned around like, oh, Ichigo here? Let's go ahead. We good. We ain't got shit else to do. Why we here?
That's the thing. The captain's always capped on Ichigo. That's the one thing that pissed me off. Each freaking season, they were always coming for Ichigo, always saying, you ain't shit. Oh, it's your fault. This and this happened and this and that. Capping. Always capping, bro. But you always got an eye on him every time, though. It's funny. Y'all always keep an eye on him every season, but you always talking shit about him.
I need Kenpachi to see Final Getsuga Tensho.
Man.
He knows it exists. I'm pretty sure he knows it exists.
He's swinging on Ichigo. He's gonna keep trying to fight him.
Yeah. I mean, this is perfect. We obviously love that Aizen fight, but what was your favorite fight outside of that in the entire series? And this is continuing on with the worst gen questions.
Easily Okiura fight, the second Okiura fight.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about how ass pull it was. I think it was deserved because of the situation.
Yeah.
Great.
The situation was perfectly like placed, I think. Cause like
they took those hints, like you said.
Yeah, it was the perfect moment. Like hearing Otohime cry out the way she was in that moment when he already was in between like the what was it? Holification form and like his Bankai and shit. I'm like, okay, yeah, I get why they call it an ass pull, but I feel like it's an understandable ass pull.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt good about it. I felt it was deserved.
He literally talked to the hollow form of himself.
Yep.
And he said, you can only keep me under control as long as you're alive.
Mm-hmm.
He literally said that shit. As long as you're alive. Ichigo died. And when Ichigo died, he was like, I'm here. And what
he put a hole in his chest, bro.
A hole in his chest. What made it even better was that it's not like they just said like the hollow form couldn't evolve, because literally we see these Espada evolving. Right, we see them changing forms from whatever their regular form is to a next level. Why would we think Ichigo couldn't do that too? So when he hit the Vaste Lordo or Vasto Lorde form, I was like, Reptar blow
it was beautiful. It was beautiful.
That face-to-face Zero that he did, I was like,
yes.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I was like, oh my god, bro. Ichigo was not playing around. I
was like, I don't even know why you're looking for like some kind of restraint or remorse. Like, it's not coming from this Ichigo. Like,
Demon.
This ain't the same Ichigo you fought 10 seconds ago. This fight was done as soon as he stood up.
But I think justifiably so, because Akuara was kind of one of the apart from Aizen and all of them, like Alcor was like that main Espada. I felt like that had that like intensity to where he needed that kind of beating his ass beat. And the conclusion was kind of like but like just the parts leading up to it was so intense. It was so like, and Ichigo's feelings and like him how he took Orihime, all that stuff. Like it was intense all around, and I loved it. Loved every second of it.
To me, it felt like Okiura was actually the strongest Espada, like based off how everything looked, right? Like Coyote being the number one didn't really look that strong, and Boku, I have the number 0 on my chest looking dude.
Yami.
Yeah, Yami.
He's racist.
He just
Yami's racist.
Yeah, he just seemed muscular. So it didn't seem like he was actually strong. But Okiura actually seemed like he hid his true potential. Right.
But then they even said that the power scaling and the Roncarns aren't really like what they say it is. Because I think one of the characters brought it up, they're like, well, it's basically what time you're born or whatever. It's like a whole lot that goes into it. And like kind of you see with Nelliel and how she was number 3 spot and how she, you know, all of that, to where it's like a lot that goes into it. So I agree. I feel like Coyote probably should have been number 1, but I definitely feel like Alcura was like the top out of everyone of the Espadas. I felt like
for sure.
He knew everything. He kind of anything he said, everyone kind of followed him, kind of type thing.
Yeah.
So that's.
Yeah, I think Okiura, Stark, and Yami are for sure top 3 strongest out of all the Espada. And you can toss up between whichever one's the strongest, because technically Yami took 2 captain level Soul Reapers to beat him. It took 2 captain level Soul Reapers to beat Stark, and it took Ichigo going full berserk to beat Okiura. Yeah. So you can kind of toss it up to her. Those 3 are the main ones that are the realest ones at Espada. So
didn't Yami get beat by Yoriishi though? And he talking shit about that, like in the what you call it?
Well, I'm talking about when he transformed to Zero, Yami, and there was Byakuya and Kenpachi, and there's the 2 captains that I don't want to fight together.
No. What was that dude? The fucking skull dude that had like the death mist. Who was that?
He was hard too, though.
Yeah, like I think he's highly slept on. He was literally made out of bones. He was the leader of the Espada before Aizen came through.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know his name, but I know you're talking about.
He got blown up by the tactical nuke from old stealth captain.
Yes, she, bro, her little ring shit just turned into a big old bullet thing.
Insane.
Yeah.
She's like, I hate using this thing because it's just so not stealth. Like,
it's not.
Definitely not. It's definitely not.
It got the job done though.
That is a warp.
What was his name?
I don't know, but
it was like king of something.
Because he was like the king of the Waco Mundo.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I think he was the most dangerous out of all the Espada, to be honest.
Bro, his decay.
It took a whole bunch of captains to beat him, right? Like, if I remember correctly.
It took Aizen to kill him.
It was Soifon.
Yeah.
It was Soifon.
Bragon, that's his name. Bragon.
Yeah, Bragon, Lewis and Brain, something.
Yeah. And then it took
Soifon and what's his name? Her lieutenant, who I hate. And it was somebody else.
I want to elbow that dude.
Straight up.
I hate him.
He's
definitely not stealthy. I don't know how he got to be lieutenant, but
he's loyal to her. That's why.
But he's trash,
like literal trash.
I know.
All right, let's go. Let's move on. Well, actually, not all of us said our favorite fight. My favorite fight was between between my girl and the fucking ice dragon dude that always
Toshiro. How about Toshiro? Up until Aizen ruined it, bro. Yeah. That fight would have been, but Aizen had to come in with bitch ass. Do my girl like that.
That was my favorite fight because she was literally putting it to his ass,
beating his ass.
And he said, "I'm gonna freeze you," and then that wasn't even enough because Aizen just melted.
Where? She said, "I don't like to fight, but I ain't gotta fight."
Yeah, that shit. His shit was live.
Polo, that was your top waifu coming out the show?
100%.
Okay, that's
100%. She was just too clean, and then she was just her demeanor was just like, all right, let's do this, let's go. I liked it a lot. What's your favorite fight, Till? Was it Yuki-Ora too?
The Yuki-Ora was more like the favorite moment. The favorite fight would have been like I really enjoyed, if we count in filler, the Ichigo versus what's his name from the Zanpakuto Rebellion. Like I'm considering the Zanpakuto Muramasa and the Wilder Muramasa. Like both those fights to me were like together were just crazy. I enjoyed like the impact that that Muramasa really enjoyed. Like wanted to save his wielder, and then the wielder was like, "Nah, bro, I don't need you." And then went out there and proceeded to like show like this is my sword is just nothing but a piece of my spirit. I can still use those same powers without my sword. And I was like, wow.
Koga Kuchiki.
Yeah. Koga was a monster.
Straight
like
up.
A whole monster, bro.
Bro, he said, I don't even need my Zanpakuto.
He was in there for how many years? Came out skinny like he ain't ate in all 1,000 of them years and came out and worked people.
Yeah.
Like everybody.
Without his Zanpakuto. Insane. What about you, Spice?
And the dope thing he was only the third seat of his squad.
I know. What the fuck was that about?
Bro.
Why were they so beastly back then? Like,
bro, he was only the third seat, bro.
Well, the buzzards, all them niggas was captains and lieutenants and shit.
Mm-hmm. True. It's wild. What's your favorite fight, Spicy?
Man, I would have to say, the Yuki-Ora. I know when I watched it, I was like, what? Like this was terribly like concluded, but I think only because the intensity of it, I did like it.
Hard to come down from that.
Yeah, I'm trying to, cause like I rewatched Grimmjow and Ichigo because I thought that was my favorite fight, but they dragged that fight for so long for no reason.
Yeah,
there was no reason they should have dragged out that Grimmjow fight. But I did like the fight when Grimmjow first fought Ichigo, because Ichigo got his ass beat. He got his ass beat, and I did like that because it forced his hollow side to come out and go berserk, kind of type thing, which is how you feel when you're like against someone who is stronger than you type thing. But I liked how Ichigo was like, nah, like I got this, like chill out type thing. So I did like the first encounter with the Grimmjow fight, but I think definitely Yuki-Ora, then Aizen, and then I'm trying to think of some of the captain's fights that I liked. There was a few that I liked, but I just can't remember right now.
Sweet. Yeah, all dope fights. This show was full of it. Again, the fights weren't the best in animation department, but it was just the impact of them that I just felt like way more than anything else. We actually had other questions. Like a lot of the questions have been repeated already, so I'm gonna just pull a piece from another listener. Prince A-Law from Twitter says, did the Fullbringer arc accomplish its unique approach to the story? And if not, what do you think it could have improved on? It was a typo. And then let me go ahead and go to this too. Black Heroes, or one of the hosts of Black Heroes podcast, said, do y'all think the fillers hurt Bleach, or did you think the issue was dragging on the wait, I'm sorry. Let me do that all over. Do y'all think the fillers hurt Bleach, or was there really an issue dragging down its reputation regarding the Fullbringer arc? So those are the same question, essentially. What did we think of the Fullbringer arc and the fillers, essentially? The only fillers me and Tel watched was the Zanpakuto, because everything else, nah.
Correct.
I have no issue with the Fullbringer arc. I don't know if people hate it so much. I liked it. It was something different. Mm-hmm. The plot was kind of like, but I liked the group of characters, like 2 or 3 of them. And I liked the Ichigo after everything that happened after freaking Aizen. I liked how his character, how he had to like start from scratch almost basically, and worked on, he had trust issues, like, towards the end, and, he couldn't see his friends anymore. He couldn't see like Rukia and them anymore. Like that shit was sad when he was like, so we'll see you later. So seeing him really be depressed that he's not a Shinigami anymore, really like it changed him kind of. So I think the Fullbringer arc kind of was like necessary for Ichigo. I'm not saying it was the best, but I feel like it was necessary for him to want something that he kind of almost took for granted at one point. previous seasons.
Something we talk about a lot on My Check Waifu is character growth. And that Fullbringer arc for me was literally purely character growth. And you can kind of tell it's supposed to be more to it than what we got.
It was rushed.
Yeah, it was definitely.
Yeah, no, they rushed Kubo on that one. So that's why I don't hold too much against the Fullbringer arc, because we know it was rushed. We knew they were trying to get Kubo out of there and get it over with. So it is what it is. And I don't think it was terrible. I just think that, like I said, it was rushed, and we're gonna get more later on, so it's okay. So.
Yes, thank God. Thank God.
Yeah, like I actually didn't dislike the Fullbringer arc at all. I think the only thing, like, I agree is that it did seem a bit rushed, but like from the standpoint of like what the story development was, like to me it brought in the whole idea of like why he was a substitute soul reader or soul reaper, why they were keeping an eye on him, essentially what it really meant to him. It made sense as to why he was able to use it in the human world, and why when he was in the soul society, why he didn't need that at all. So it all made sense essentially in the long run, and it gave us like some kind of groundwork for the future. But then there was no more future, so it was like they gave us this season that was like, this wasn't a true ending. So they should have gone ahead and just gave us the Naruto treatment, gave us 400 more episodes, bro.
Straight
like,
up.
That really should have been what it
was. No facts.
I enjoyed the time skip portion of it, seeing everybody a year later, slightly
a bit taller,
Yeah, a little bit taller.
The animation was beautiful in that season. I was like, oh my god.
They stepped it up. And you can tell because they did less episodes, so you could tell it was like, let's beef it up a little bit.
And I did like the Genjao and Ichigo fight. I forgot. I actually did enjoy that fight. That fight was definitely a favorite of mine.
Flash stepping all over the place.
Everywhere. blowing everything up, bro. Yeah, Genjao pressed. Like, I was
soon as he got his Soul Reaper powers back, it was over.
Soon. He was like, I'm back.
And he was dripping too.
Bro, when the freaking homies came back, was like, we back for Ichigo, the captains. I was like, yo, they go to homies. I was like, yo,
the whole squad pulled up.
Whole
like,
squad
we
pulled
here.
up. Everybody. Byakuya too.
He's looking different.
It's like, we came to give Ichigo his powers back.
Right?
And, like I loved how they demonstrated that like there was trust in Ichigo, right?
Yes.
Like it was nice to feel like Ichigo wasn't a first time kind of scenario, right? Like there was somebody before Ichigo who was in the same seat, who was kind of trying to do the same thing, and that it didn't work out as well because this person was he probably just wasn't carrying out everything with the same heart that Ichigo is carrying out everything with. Like that's what made Ichigo so special. That's why Ichigo is such a anomaly to our story, because Ichigo was throwing hands for his friends, not because he wanted to be special. He felt he was special, So I thought that was just dope because it showed us a difference in what Ichigo could have been. Like if Ichigo had been the first Soul Reaper or substitute Soul Reaper, would this have been the scenario, or would he have been exactly what he is now and there had never been another Soul Reaper?
When I found out that the captains were thinking about getting rid of Ichigo at one point because of how they was doing the substitute Soul Reaper thing, like I kind of felt the same that Ichigo felt. Like, I mean, Ichigo understood exactly what they were going to do from the moment it happened. He's like I'm not Goku here. I'm not stupid. I understand what this is about and where this is going. So I'm not mad at him for it, because look at what happened to this motherfucker. So I think it was executed as far as the story goes, but again, that shit it was rushed as hell, and I wish it wasn't, because I would have loved to got to know the other Fullbringers a little bit more. Like Jackie, I like Jackie a lot.
Jackie, yes, I feel like they just grazed over her, kind of like. I was like, can we get more in depth into that? Like, no, but I also like Chad. Like, you really saw like Chad and
step
Ichigo
up a little bit. Yeah,
like Chad really be there for Ichigo, because Chad's always telling Ichigo, like, look, like you need saving too sometime, or like let me get stronger too. Like it's not always on you,
right?
Like like we made a pact together, so it's like you don't have to take everything on yourself. And so seeing where Ichigo's low and kind of not really weak but low, and Chad offering him like this opportunity and training him almost. I really love that because we never really got that depth of Chad, I felt like, throughout Bleach, which what we deserve, because I really do think they wasted the ball on Chad's like power and development. I felt like But.
So can we ask the real question here when it comes down to how salty were y'all when Ichigo and he had like nobody left in his life and everybody had their minds.
I was just about to go there. Yeah.
I was like, kill everybody. When dude with the sword and book changed everybody's memories so that like he was there in their lives. I'm like, bro, like come on, man. And then it was also ridiculous. His whole power was crazy because he didn't actually like change their memories. He actually changed like the life that they lived, like the entire past. It was real.
Like he inputted himself into their men.
Yes,
And the only way to reverse it is to kill him. Like that shit. That shit is wild. So I was just about to ask that with that entire arc, the villain of that series are basically the Fullbringers. What would y'all say the main Fullbringers villain level is with that whole entire planet they rolled out?
Ginjo?
Yeah.
Ginjo. He's not a demon.
Yeah.
But he what's the level under demon?
What was it? Evil? Yeah.
Evil. He's definitely evil with demon potential. Cause he planned it out perfectly, bro. Like he had the dude stab him to get his own memories out of there. And was like he was legit on Ichigo's side until he got stabbed again. It was like, I'm back now, nigga. Like, that was a huge plot twist to me too. I'm like, bro, you was really like riding for Ichigo, and that was your dude, but you was actually the ops the entire time.
Like, believing it,
man. Time, bro.
And then he's like, yeah, I really was your friend. Like, not wholeheartedly. Yes, I was your friend.
That was legit.
No, they were legit friends.
I was like, nah, bro, that was crazy.
And he said he did that because his acting was so terrible.
Bro,
that's nuts,
bro. I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
He was like genuinely a good friend, and then that shit went poof.
That was
if he pushed Ichigo, like he pushed him. Like
I would definitely consider him evil too, because like the one thing that stopped him from being a demon was he was not nearly close to Ichigo's power level. Like Aizen was the demon because he was stronger than Ichigo for literally 90% of the entire show. This guy was like kind of like, okay, as soon as Ichigo got his real shit back,
he had to jack Ichigo for his power.
Yeah,
literally.
Bro, he was already like had his Fullbringer power. Then he stole Ichigo's shit, and then Ichigo still got the dub. I'm like, bro, that's how that goes to show how strong Ichigo was.
Ichigo power shared it with everybody. Was like, here's Ichigo power. Ichigo was like, okay, but I have more.
Yes, no, literally.
And he was like, y'all must not know I've been about the spiritual pressure shit.
Easy,
straight up on accident for most of it. It's wild.
See, now I gotta rewatch the Fullbringer arc because we talking about
too.
It's not bad, man. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. I just wish I just had more. Like I didn't like the start of it when they gave Ichigo his Fullbringer, when it was just that little fucking scythe looking thing. I'm like, okay, this shit looks stupid. Like give him at least a sword like weapon to make it.
I feel like it kind of like made him look sad.
Yeah,
I feel like he felt the
people.
same way too. I feel like he felt the same way too. He's like,
but
damn.
it had to develop though, you know, like that was the point in it.
They really
didn't know what
did.
he was doing yet.
Character
bro,
growth.
he had to start from literally the bottom again, bro. Like bro, imagine going and beating Aizen and then having this little spinning thing with the badge. I'm like, all right.
Shooting circles at people. Right. It was awful. It was awful. I did like that chick from the Fullbringer arc with the red ponytails. What was her name?
Her little heart thing.
Where she could shoot.
Oh yeah.
I enjoyed her as a character, man. I don't know what it was.
Okay.
He likes slice of life, so that's it.
She had her moments, but I was like, shut up.
She was.
You don't want you. You don't want you.
Yeah, I enjoyed her though. I enjoyed her a lot.
She blushed as soon as she saw Ichigo.
She was like,
she can't see for nothing. She like, who y'all talking about?
And she pulled up crashing.
Like,
He came in like, is Ichigo here? He's not. Oh damn. Okay. I'm like, girl,
big
shut
crush.
up.
And then she came through with the clutch save. When the dude was about to slice him from the back and like implant his memories again, that shit would have been like, it was a big deal. So she had a big moment in that show.
She saved Rukia, yeah.
Yeah, so that was big. I enjoyed her. All right, man. Is that a wrap for Bleach talk?
No.
It can't be. It can't.
Y'all got some final thoughts on
yeah.
So
Final thoughts.
before we wrap up, like, are you guys like now? Are y'all excited as me and Spicy are for Bleach to come back in 2021?
Way too excited. Way too fucking excited.
We got Burn the Witch, and I saw
Did y'all watch
Society.
I watched episode 1, and then I'm like on halfway through episode 2, so I'm probably gonna finish that whole tonight.
Yeah, you gonna
watch them all in one night. I had to.
You gonna like it because Tell just like spoiled it, but they got a little teaser in there.
Well, we know it's the same world.
Yeah, is it though? Like I'm so
it's the same world.
It is.
Okay.
It is. It's the same because
It's
so
like
I
100
read
years later or something.
Well, I read the
like
manga.
7 years.
Yeah, I read the manga, and basically the movie takes place after the manga. That's all I'm gonna say. Like after what happened in manga, this movie takes place because I was watching it. I'm like, but they did that, and I'm like, oh, and how they like full circled it. I was like, oh, okay, so this is after like the one shot manga, and it makes sense.
Interesting, because I have no idea. So it's 7 years after the incidents of Fullbringer.
I think so. Yeah.
Or is it 1,000
I think
years?
that's what I read. It was like, it's either 7 years after the Fullbringer arc or 7 years after the 1,000 Year Blood War arc. It's one of those, but I know it's 7 years later from a stopping point.
Oh, okay. Damn. So, I mean, we can't really. There's no way we see anybody from Bleach, though, right?
I mean,
I haven't finished it, so I can't tell you.
No, man. Society talk, but I don't think we'll see anyone from Bleach yet. But it would be dope.
It's a whole different like area. They're in Britain.
London, yeah.
It's London, so it's a whole different like area. Like they over there, but they're in the same world.
Interesting.
Yeah. Same universe, but different area. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Whole new series, and we still getting Bleach world building.
I'm okay with
facts.
that. I'm okay with that. I can't wait till y'all. Oh man, me and Tel gonna talk about Burn the Witch later, but I can't wait till you finish it, Mike. And I hear.
Oh yeah, no, I'm probably gonna finish it tonight.
Dude.
Oh yeah.
They got some shit in there. It's crazy.
Literally, and I called it, bro. I called it in the end. I was like, "Yo, I called it. I've been called it."
It's wild.
I've been called it, bro.
It looks so good.
Man, listen, the perspective change that they do with the direction of the show is insane. Like they do this like pseudo 3D, but nothing is 3D. It's still 2D, but the way the camera is like angled and shit is sick.
They got the painted backgrounds like Polo, like some of them it honestly, Mike, some of them scenes is crazy. It looks really good.
Yeah, especially in
is it still Studio Perio or is it somebody else?
No, it's
Colorado.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're live.
Whoever they are, they're doing justice.
I just wish I would have saw one character kind of in like the Studio Perio animation of Bleach.
Oh, true.
I feel like they kind of lacked on his animation a little bit. I feel like I need that spicy.
Yeah.
Fine, that Perio brought to Tai Kubo's characters. You know, this is cute and all, but I need that
sharpness.
That chisel look.
Didn't you say something about Bruno? And didn't you tweet something about
Bruno? Yes, him, Bruno. I'm sorry, Bruno. Bruno needs that Perio edge animation because that man is fine, and the animation didn't do him justice. He was still fine, but I was like, it's lacking. I need to be sharp. Renji
with Bleach, they're like super sharp. I like how sharp that art is. It's super sharp. That's funny. She said
they kind of lagged, and I was like, I want to like it, but no, not with the fine male character. We need to be sharp. We gotta have to be sharp, y'all. Okay.
That's funny.
And not to shit on the other two of the big three, but Bleach definitely got the best character design to me out of the big three.
That's kind of hard. I mean, One Piece, yes, that is definitely
for sure over One Piece, but I think I give it a slight edge over Naruto. Naruto's not bad at all by any means. It's just Bleach looks better on the eye to me.
Kakashi looks clean. Madara was fucking clean.
I actually kind of agree because I'm only saying it because if you look at some of the Naruto characters, some of them do look bland, but not all of them, right? Like
right, the people who are supposed to stand out, and I think
I think the two demon brothers, the twin demon brothers from Naruto, the black dudes with the one with the fan, the other one with the
Oh, I know you're talking about
barrel.
Yep.
I thought they were some of the dopest looking characters in the show, and then you got like the Jinchuriki. Some of them look dope. It just depends. The characters that's supposed to stand out. But I agree though. A lot of the Bleach characters, like they just had more
like the wrong cars, like the facial paint that Takupo would have on his villain characters or all of them. Like it was just like something different.
The skulls.
Like fight. I love the fight with what's his name, the science guy, and the other science Arankar. I love
my Yuri and the other one.
Yo, he left that nigga like just standing there like in a whole different like universe. Like, and he's like, all right, time to go home. They're like, Renji and them were like, what you do? And he was like, oh, he's somewhere else. It's okay.
He gave him that superhuman pill or whatever it was, and I was like, yo,
yes, bro. He was like, he explained to him like, he's like, look, like I'm not looking for perfection. Perfect's boring. Like it's not, I'm looking for progress. I was like, yo, that's the word to live by.
A question on that scientist captain. He wasn't in the Fullbringer like end. What happened? Because it was apparently it was filler episodes that he wasn't a part of, or that he got killed off in or something.
Oh, you saying he wasn't in the? You talking about because he wasn't there with the other Soul Reapers?
Yeah,
in the Fullbringer arc.
Yeah.
No, he didn't get killed off or nothing. They just didn't bring everybody to that battle. They only needed a few of them. Yeah,
interesting. Because I saw a new captain there that I didn't see because apparently he was a part of a filler too.
The white hair.
Yes.
He was one of the visors. He was one of the visors. Oh. Yeah, they had him come back because each goes like, oh, you got your captain position back.
I think Rukia was a captain now after that too.
Rukia became a captain.
Rukia.
Yeah, well, didn't she have the captain thing on her arm?
Not in that
lieutenant.
Not in that part, no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, hang on, spicy.
Yeah, no, Rukia does become a captain. Sorry, spoiler, but not in the part that y'all saw.
Oh,
so
I see.
Yeah.
Damn,
so
okay.
Yeah, but the y'all know the visors, of course, were former Soul Reaper captains and lieutenants anyway. So they pretty much just came back in and replied. If they were already a captain, then they just pretty much filled the spot because they had 3 empty captain spots anyway. So shit,
true.
Might as well.
The guy with the yellow hair, he became a captain.
Yeah,
if I remember strictly.
Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah, he was kept. Yeah.
The scientist dude was not there at all during the Fullbringer arc. Like even at the end when they was all lined up, he wasn't even a part of that group either. Yeah, and I was wondering
because he's kind of like Yoriichi. He kind of just be chilling, watching, and
do his own thing,
experiment shit. Messing with his Zanpakuto. He always messing with his Zanpakuto, doing some shit to it.
You talking about in the lab? He be in the lab.
The lab cooking.
First of all, why is his Zanpakuto a alien baby with bulging eyes and turns into a giant alien baby with bulging eyes and wings?
That shit blew me back when I saw that.
But can we see how that's not his body? His body is something else. I was like,
it's weird as fuck. It's the weirdest shit.
I was like, this man actually looks cute. Like, what? Why he look like? Why does he not stay that way?
I'm dead.
Because he's like, time to get my other body, and like
he climbs out and look like a fool.
Literally, I was like, yo, okay.
With the long middle fingernail and shit. I'm like, what is this?
That's the vibe. He's a whole look.
Oh, I did want to tell y'all, I was so proud of y'all for because I feel like this. I feel like Bleach gets a lot of shit because of one of the earlier filler arcs. The Bound arc, and the Bound arc, and Spicy may agree with me, is one of the worst filler arcs I've ever seen. It's like mad boring, and I love Bleach, but I hate the Bound arc. So that's why I was telling you, I was like, look, watch Bleach, but do not watch the Bound arc. Just watch the Zanpakuto arc. That's the only filler arc you need to watch.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
The Bound arc was kind of boring.
What was it?
Didn't they steal Rukia again or some shit?
Some shit like that, yeah. They basically were like some Wookiee vampire people, and they were coming in and like stealing energy and shit like that. It was terrible. It was like it was really bad, and I could see why somebody could shit on Bleach if they watched that thinking it was canon, because I didn't know that it wasn't canon until like after I watched it.
Same.
I was like, oh, this shit wasn't even supposed to be here. So once you look at it from a lens of, okay, this isn't supposed to be here, but the rest of this is, it's like, okay, this is good. This is still a good show. So
let me go ahead and rewrite my review real quick. Take all that bounce stuff out.
Yeah, that I actually finished and I was like, damn. People, oh yeah, that's filler. I was like, damn, I just wasted.
I was like, whoo, that shit.
A whole season for no reason.
Yeah, there would be no way in hell I would.
It was like a solid like 30-40 episodes of the Bound arc.
Yeah, it's probably similar to how long the Zanpakuto arc is. It might be a little bit less, but
that was harsh.
64 to 109. Is that correct?
64 to 109. So what is that? 35? No, 40. Yeah, about 40 something episodes. Yeah,
that's way too many.
That's too much.
It's terrible. It's really terrible.
You
You
got
don't
whole season fillers. Bleach gets.
No, yeah. You don't get anything new in there, anything. It's not like any kind of new Ichigo transformation, nothing.
No.
There's literally nothing good about that arc. So
we heard that once again here. Skip the Bound arc.
skip the Bound arc.
It's that bad.
It's real bad.
It's bad.
That's
All
crazy.
the fillers are bad, except for Zanpakuto one. Like when they come with zombies and Halloween shit, I was like, what the hell is this? I don't want to see his sisters do shit at whatever. Like
that's crazy.
Just left the Aizen fight. Why are we going to filler? I don't want to.
We missed that whole thing, which felt good.
Right? Yeah, I was like, wow. I feel like I skipped a whole thing I shouldn't have watched in the first place.
Yeah.
Like I took a breath of fresh air.
That made Bleach.
Look at Mike. Like I'm happy for you. I'm so happy. I had to watch that whole thing.
That made Bleach extremely high on the ratings for me. Skipping all that filler. All right. Yeah. Well, with the Bleach talk wrapped up, I guess we should move on to get to know Mike Check Waifu, or in this case, get to know Mike Check Waifu and by the mic and Spicy. For those of you that don't know, this segment works like this. Whose turn is it to roll a random number generator?
I'm rolling the number generator.
Got it. So one of us rolls a random number generator and we read a question associated with that number via a Google Doc. And we all answer that question here. So this is the first time we're doing it with guests, so that's dope. We'll find out whatever number Tail gets. I'm gonna read the question off and we'll go from there.
103 questions, something like that?
Yeah, it's up there. 104, yeah.
Okay, bet. 104 questions.
Yes,
Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Oh, 4.
The number is 4. Okay, the question is your favorite anime opening plus the animation opening, like the visual of the opening.
Well, easily opening is Smile Bomb. I know that off of fact, but if we're talking about visuals too, then it's gonna have to be something else.
Let's do what opening song and then do your favorite visual. Like
okay, Smile Bomb for sure. Opening song, like I'm dancing and singing every time I hear Smile Bombs. That's without question. Shit. Let me see. Visually. It's so many good ones, man. Like I'm thinking about Vinland Saga right now. I'm thinking about
hell yeah.
Vinland Saga. I'm thinking about the first Fire Force opening.
Yes.
I'm thinking about Soul Eater. Oh man, it's so many good ones. I love Soul Eater's opening, man.
Same.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
It's funny because I just got a new favorite song intro and I just posted it on our Twitter. It's the one from Tony Kawa. Yes. That fucking intro bangs, man. Listen to that intro, Mike, with some headphones on. That shit bangs.
It's like, so good. It has like a dubstep thing to it. Like it's so cute.
What show is this for?
Tony Kawa Over the Moon.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Check it out. It's on his Twitter. Listen to that joint. It bangs. For some reason, something about that song is live. But visually, I'll probably have to say either the first Fire Force intro or this fucking Jujutsu Kaisen intro.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yes.
The visual is insane, man. It looks like real life in some parts. I'm like, holy shit. It's live. I don't like the song that much for it, but the visual is crisp and clean. I can't believe it's Mappa. It blows me away.
And can we all acknowledge, like, if you're gonna start off an anime, start the shit off like Jujutsu Kaisen. Yes, that's how you start a show off.
Please.
Oh my god.
Literally.
I'm attached.
Like, get to the shits immediately.
Yep.
But guys, it's literally like straight shot from the manga. Like there was nothing left out. There was nothing it was like word for word, bar for bar. I was very pleased about that. Like
done the right way.
Happy. Yes.
All right. What about you, Spicy?
Man, I have to say, favorite opening song. I love Smile Bomb. I actually know all the words to that song, but I have to say,
a woman of culture.
I'm gonna have to sing it drunk on a karaoke thing or something like that. 'Cause I love that song, but I love the My Hero opening with Uberworld. What's the name of that song? That's what I think it was like the previous season's opening with
Mm.
Uberworld. I really did like that song. That's like kind of got me into Uberworld, even though I know they did like Bleach, like a Bleach song. But I really like that song a lot, and I think it resonated with the season that it was in. Visual, Gurren Lagann's in my head. I don't know why, but it's just I like the Gurren Lagann visual opening, but I do like the Fire Force one. I think that beginning, how like the fire was animated, how it comes in so smoothly. That's beautiful. I really do like that.
That's one of the intros where you be like, damn, that shit ain't gonna be in the show, but it's actually in the show. Like,
yes,
shit,
like
the animations is crazy.
It's so, and like the background, like sequencing, it's so like crisp. The animation is crisp. Like I love it. Like you can hear the sound of like the fire boost. I like it.
All right, Teliano, what you got, bro?
All right, song is straight from what Spicy was talking about. That Miss Green Apple with Inferno from Fire Force. I love that song. I literally been listening to that on the way to work.
Yes, because they're like the slice of life of rock band groups. Like all their music is like that. It's so like positive and like you can do it.
Pull up to people on the street with my windows down, listening to it, looking at them in the eyes like this. But visual is from Parasite the Maxim. I love
visual.
Okay. I like it too.
Yes.
I mean, I almost chose that one for the song too, but the visual on that one, I just love the visual on that opening.
Yeah, I could bop to the Parasite soundtrack.
That Parasite song is fire.
Clean.
Wait, okay, the Bleach opening, that when it turns like screamo, I love that part of Bleach. Like,
I like the first Bleach intro the best, to be honest. Still, after all the intros I went through, the first one was probably the best.
That's on the screamo one, right? Like
is it? No.
Or like the second or third one?
Nah, that's the second. I think that's the second one. But that first one was live. He come in with the jacket on. Man, I can't believe JoJo won that drip contest on Worst Gen. It still pissed me off.
People are like, how can you peak Bleach over JoJo?
Come on, man. That belly safe shit ain't for me.
First of all, the art style, they didn't do JoJo's art style in the anime. I'm sorry. It's way better than the manga. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm not down for it. Well, we appreciate y'all for joining us on the Bleach Talk segment. And I mean, that'll be a wrap for our hosts, our co-hosts today, Spicy and Unbothered Mike. We appreciate y'all so much for joining us for that. That shit was so much fun.
Thank you guys so much for having us on.
Of course. Anytime. You guys got something y'all want to pimp before y'all head out?
New Planet dropping this week. Y'all already know.
Let's go.
I don't think really we have anything else going on. I do want to say I almost have a wreck every time like Polo puts the Bleach music on whenever y'all would do Bleach Talk for the past few weeks. So I'll just be like, we about to drive off the side of the road. So I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all made listening to Bleach Talk these past few weeks amazing. Because nobody else talks about Bleach in a high regard. So it's like it's really
to me.
It's wonderful to hear. It's so good.
That blows my mind because Bleach is great. What about you, Spicy?
Yeah, like I said before, guys, like new YouTube video coming soon. New podcast coming soon? ? I may start doing it every other week, guys. I got work and school. We gonna see. But other projects coming soon that I can't say, but just know, like, some visuals. That's all I'm gonna say. Visuals. That's all coming soon.
Dope.
So
we're gonna obviously put links to everything they do in the show notes, so make sure y'all check that out. We appreciate y'all. We're gonna take a quick break and we're gonna come back with some of this fall season talk. We appreciate y'all. Peace. And welcome back to episode 69. Nice. Of my Check Waifu. Oh boy, that was great. That was a great first half of the show. Long, but great. And worth every minute of it. How you feeling, Tel?
I'm feeling real good, man. That was like when you say long, I didn't think it was that long.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Not until you told me the time, and I was like, "Damn, it really was that long." But no, it was great having them on.
It is, man. It's always good having By the Mic and Spicy on whatever we do. We appreciate them for joining us. But now the second half of the show, as y'all know, is the spoiler talk. So we're gonna go in deep detail on some shows we watched starting this fall season, including Fire Force still continue on in the season or the mid-season finale. Unfortunately, of ReZero. Dog. Oh boy. Where do you want to go first between Fire Force or ReZero? Let's hit
Fire Force.
Let's hit those up first because those were from last season. So Fire Force, this episode, again, man, the intrigue, the storytelling, I'm in love with. It keeps getting, I don't understand how I keep getting more like in love with this show. And it's all because of the story. when Victor pulled up, like, I got something to tell y'all. I am a spy for the Hajime Industries. And they were all like, okay, we know. I was blown the fuck back because I had no idea that they already knew. Yeah. So I'm like, oh shit, the 8th is the shit. Yeah. The 8th is the shit for already knowing this shit. Like, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I like that because it seems like there was some talk in the background that we didn't necessarily know, and that's cool. And that's you ain't see that. That was cool. That was cool to see in general. That the story is, even though there's things that we see on the front lines, there's stuff that we don't see in the background.
Yes, man. In the background, it just feels. It always feels right again with this pacing, with the way it moves. Victor from last episode talked about how we need to bring Shinra to the Hajime Industries because, you know, they want to basically do experiments on him to see his Adola. And I'm like, well, shit. And Shinra was down. He was like, yo, I got to go back anyway. I got to save these kids.
Right. And it's every action is multi-layered, right? Like,
yes.
We literally just left Joker in the many layers of Joker, and Benny Maru in the many layers of Benny Maru. And then we come in and we still see old boy from the first squad that was turning people into, infernals. Basically, the one kid that actually turned out to be able to use the abilities, he is taken in by the Hajime facility. And they're trying to kind of like create an Adola from this kid. And I thought it was really cool that Shinra kind of made a link when they walked into the...
That Adola link was strong.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that shit hurt. Just, nobody want to see a kid suffer like that. Right. You know what I'm saying? That shit was wild. But it's to speed this through, when Shinra finally goes into Hajime Industries and he fight the Reaper, I didn't think that dude was that cold. That's motherfucker cold, man.
Well, it's also a way different use of abilities than we've seen before, right?
Yeah.
Like he has, clearly it creates heat, but he's making, because when there's smoke, there's heat, right?
Yeah.
But he's making like a black ash kind of like smoke, and once that's done, he is actually using that smoke, condensing it into physical weapons.
Yes. That
shit's hard. But also, it made me think about like the very first episode, the second episode, when we see that black smoke going everywhere. Like, is this common? Is this something that this company has been doing for a while to kind of like foster fights? Are they also able to, do what we've been seeing? Like, it kind of gave me some questions.
Oh shit! And since they're attached to the evangelist without knowing that they're attached to the evangelist, like, it's so deep. Like you said, it's so multi-layered. It's fucking insane. This is some of the best storytelling of the year for sure. For sure.
Mention that new intro was fire.
Literally and figuratively, it was fire. She was live, and I love the animation of it too. Great stuff. Every Fire Force intro is great. That's crazy.
Yeah, they've all been good.
Yeah,
they do some great work there.
Straight up. All right, let's slide over to the good old ReZero, man. The mid-season finale. Our number one show that we hate so much.
I love this show with like all my heart, bro.
Straight up.
It's vile. It does us so dirty and gives us so much love at the same time.
What the fuck is going on still, bro?
Does Shinra love himself now? Not Shinra. Does Subaru love himself now?
Does he? You know, like that's the real question. Maybe. Is Otto a fucking fairy angel or some shit? A guardian angel?
He's too good to be true.
What is going on?
He's too good to be true.
When he pulled up and punched Subaru, I'm like, yo, what the fuck is Otto? Because surprisingly enough, how is he still around? Was my thought process literally just after he showed up. I'm like, this motherfucker was literally just a traveling merchant. And now he has this major, I think was going to be a major spin in his story of something that I wasn't even expecting to see. Is he the opposite of a witch? Is he like a wizard or some shit?
We don't know.
Yeah.
But he's also, he's been around since season 1, but it's like his role went from
a traveling
negligible,
merchant.
negligible, like we don't care, to he actually is now a support system for Subaru.
A major support system.
Yeah, because that's all he really got right now is what he can foster around him.
Yep.
Fucking Roswald, I continuously I want to shake him.
So is he just following Echidna's guide? Is that
no? He's not following Echidna anything. He has his own wish he wants fulfilled.
But what?
We don't know. We don't know.
Kills me, man. I cannot wait to rewatch this whole thing, dub. As soon as it's done. I think they're on episode 5, so it's not like they're too far behind, but yeah, I need to know.
And then those witches coming together.
Yeah, they're all technically, all of them are in love with Subaru.
Not necessarily in love, but
they are, bro. They are.
They want Subaru to love himself.
No, and just our girl want him to love himself. They want a piece of Subaru for selfish purposes, obviously. But who doesn't?
They literally wanted Subaru to love himself. That's what they said.
One of them said that. Just one. And that was the
one
girl.
Of them said it, but that was Subaru made a decision, tried to kill himself. She was like,
Echidna just wants his knowledge, but she likes him. She said that. She's like, yeah, I like you, but I just want everything that you're going through. I want that knowledge. I want to feel.
But she actually likes him.
But she actually likes him. I was even curious to see Healy girl bring him back to life, or attempt to bring him back to life, and the other two, which is like, no, this is what he wanted. Give him what he wanted.
I mean, she punched him once.
Well, that was after. Yeah, that was after when he was in his little dream stance. I'm like, so when he died, when he bit off his tongue, was he going to be dead?
No, he was going to return by death.
He wasn't, though. He was in the void. Die. See, you remember, because, this is what you probably missed. When he was talking to Echidna, he said, so what happens if I die here? She said, essentially, you'll be gone. Because technically, the return by death isn't a part of this particular realm, because he can tell people, hey, I have return by death in this realm. So he couldn't, because he can tell that, he doesn't have access to return by death. So he was going to be stuck into that fucking void, dead, until Minerva brought him back to life, which would have been fucked up. That would have been the end of the show. That shit is wild.
I don't know. I mean, I think I remember that, but I also think I'm pretty sure he would have gone back to the regular world, because I think
that's what he thought too.
Yeah, but I think how they were breaking it down, I feel like they want him to succeed, but like they have their own reasons for it
Mm-hmm.
and their own like methods that they would want to follow out.
Yeah, like the one chick who created the great rabbits and the whales and shit. She's like, I just want to see him kill them all, like he says he's gonna do.
Yeah.
So I know that. I don't know what the sloth one is. I don't know what her interest is.
Yeah, but she make your ass sit down. That was dope.
Oh my god, that shit was live. When she stood up, I was like, "Oh shit, is over." She moved so fast. Wait a minute, I just thought about that.
Right? And sloth, she don't want to have to move, but
she
can.
flash stepped.
Right though.
But yeah, because the one chick was gonna crush him. The little girl. I do like what's her name? Not Envy.
Lust.
Yes, I do like Lust a lot. She's like, I just wanted him to see somebody he loves. I'm like, oh man, and she's always.
She also said, why can't he be the one who also receives care?
That's true. That's true. Ah, I love this show so much, man. I'm sorry we gotta wait till January. Hopefully it's not delayed or anything.
All right.
January ain't that far away, so
it ain't that far away. It ain't gonna be delayed.
I hope not.
Not this one.
No, I hope not. All right, man. From the new season, which ones do you want to
start off with Jujutsu Kaisen?
Let's do it. Jujutsu Kaisen, man.
This is how you start off a first episode of a series that we've never seen before.
Fucking shit. We didn't even talk about this at all before recording this episode.
We didn't know what it was going to be about.
No, but the fact tells absolutely right. This is one of the great starts, probably since Astra or Dr. Stone even.
Yeah, like so here's just what it is, right? And it made it so simple. The story started with our character.
Mm-hmm.
There is clearly some kind of thing going on where there's energy or cursed things going on. They were walking around, our character is living his life, and there's another character trying to kind of search for these cursed objects.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, that same character is kind of talking about how this stuff works, right? We're already finding out about the power system before we get to it.
Yes.
We're just living life in the show. I'm like, oh, okay, that's interesting. That seems like it might come into play later.
Yes.
We end up meeting up with our main character later on once shit hits the fan, and we get more explanation while they're solving the problem. I'm like, hold up. Did they solve the puzzle?
The great thing about the show is that it was so organic the way this episode just unveiled everything, because it wasn't forced. It was naturally brought about into conversation, into situations, into just the way everything was like just presented. It was all just so natural, and it felt so goddamn good, man. It felt so good because I understood what was going on from the start. And then I even grew attached to the character because of they didn't even give us like any real character development yet. But I grew attached just because of how he is with his friends. He's like, yeah, I can join any sports team I want and be fucking a beast at it if I want to. But these are my friends. I love the occult club. Like, this is what we do. And when he fucking pulled up through that window, bro, I'm like, oh, this man's a beast.
Yeah.
Or when he threw the shot
he had special talent.
Yep.
But it didn't feel like, okay, he was just above average, right? Like, we knew they set that precedent from the beginning. He was above average. He was fast. He was strong.
Yes.
Wasn't necessarily like the smartest, but he wasn't dumb. He was just above average.
Yeah. That's the one thing I'm worried about, though. I am worried about him kind of being dumb. Because they're kind of leaning that way.
Yeah, I feel like they didn't make him seem dumb though. He's not like Goku.
It was just kind of like a slight lean.
Yeah, he not like the first few episodes of Naruto where they tried to play him off like he's this like irritating dumb character. So I feel like they're gonna let him be. They're gonna let him thrive.
Yeah. A good thing that didn't last long in Naruto too, by the way.
Right.
I'm so glad with that.
Boy was a fighting genius.
Yeah.
But that was part of the beauty of it, is that our main character actually didn't seem irritating anyway.
Yes.
And when he ate that cursed object and
pulled up.
Yeah. So, and I love that there was a consequence immediately after.
Yes.
It wasn't like he did this, gained this power, and it was like, oh, I'm good. No,
you gotta
he
die.
gained his power, and immediately it's like, well, okay, now we see why he was chained up in the beginning of the episode, talking to old dude with his face covered, his eyes covered. We see.
We already about to get a training arc.
It's crazy. I appreciated that and that whole thing, and like I said, the music, like you said, the music was good.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah.
I enjoyed this show already 20-fold more than I did God of High School. Easy.
Can you imagine that God of High School came out before this?
Bro,
why would we even compare these things in the same year?
Bro, I'm so glad Mappa put all their talent over on this one too, because the shit looks so good. It looks so good, man. I can't believe it. I'm excited to continue to watch this one. I got a feeling this is gonna give us Tower of God level like quality storytelling, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it for sure.
Definitely.
All right. Where to?
We are on to want to talk to Burn the Witch.
Yeah, Burn the Witch.
So
we
talked about it a little bit already.
Yeah.
But come on, bro.
This was so
not
pretty.
Only is it beautiful,
it's so pretty.
It has two strong female lead characters.
Yeah.
Which already a rarity.
Yes. And I don't even watch because this is about to sound sexist, but hear me out. Okay, stay with me. I never watched female-led anime because of how they do the female-led characters. They always tend to do them.
Dirty.
Yeah, they do them dirty, and that never entertains me. I'm like, why can't they get the same love that the dudes get? So I don't even bother.
Comedic resources.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
They jiggle all the time.
Yes, man, and that just don't sit well with me. So I don't even give it a chance anymore. Like I'm over giving those a chance, but this is way different. Like you said, both of them are so strong in that world. That world building this is the only part that I didn't like. It was so aggressive with the world building. That was kind of hard for me to keep up with. But when it started to finally find its flow, I started to understand it a lot more. Because
girls was using Hado. Go ahead.
Yeah. They were literally vomiting it on us at first, like with, this is reverse London, and reverse London can see dragons and regular London can't. I'm like, well, wait, hold on. Wait a minute.
I mean, this is 3 episodes though.
Exactly. And it was kind of smashed together all in the first episode. All the exposition was in that first episode. So that was a little bit of a struggle. But again, when everything got flowing, and the episodes were weird. It was like 27 minutes for the first one, 20 minutes for this. It was weird. Mm-hmm. But still, it felt good, man.
Yeah. The show, it's got my attention for sure.
100%. Even though it's not a show. Sadness.
Yeah. I'm ready for more. Goodness gracious. And we only got these 3 episodes.
What they call it, the ONA?
Yeah. I'm ready for more though. But like, it's... The art style is beautiful. I don't know. There's not many bad things I can say about it. I kind of agree with the exposition being like just they threw up on us. But I feel like with us literally just finishing Bleach, a lot of it just seemed super familiar.
Exactly. You know? It felt different but yet familiar.
Yeah, like
the Hado was definitely.
But the Hado, like they didn't say Hado number 72, blah blah blah, but you could see that it's in that same realm of energy. Like they might have because obviously we know the higher the number, the stronger it is. We know it goes up to like 30 something. So we know that the higher the number, the stronger it is. So they using some pretty strong moves. So I mean, I just thought it was cool. Like they kind of kept that same energy with the show.
Yes, the ending, man.
That Cinderella dragon.
Oh my god! Yeah, hold on. Yeah, let me rewind. The fairy tale dragons, as basically an arc, is clean. It's such a clean idea. Mm-hmm. Especially when you see how fucking powerful they are. Like the Cinderella dragon was insane.
It literally just flaps its wings and dust comes off that are like the size of giant diamonds that explode. Question for you, bro. Why wasn't that Snow White dragon? We don't know what Snow White dragon is though. Because Cinderella's under the moonlight, which I feel like that makes sense because
True.
But Snow White, they did have a Snow White dragon, right?
Yeah, they had it. They said a Snow White dragon, but this one was literally throwing snow that exploded. Or was I tripping? Was that something else?
Like scales is how I looked
Maybe it was. Yeah, maybe it was just like a crystal scale.
The Snow White dragon might actually be like
blizzards and shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude, that's crazy.
There's so much you could think about. Like we don't even know what these fairy tale dragons are gonna be like.
Oh my god,
that's crazy.
That shit wild.
Open up a whole new book.
What you think about that dude that was in the show that's crushing on Noelle? Yeah, I know.
Like, so
he's supposed to be this big deal.
We don't know yet though. Like, so I'm assuming what's his name, Balgo?
Yeah. So apparently he can summon the fairy tale dragons. That's essentially he attracts the fairy tale dragons.
Yeah.
Or some shit like that.
I think obviously he's gonna be a main character, but I feel like he's one of those like fodder-esque main characters.
He's the Otahime
around. Yeah. What was that? What was the deal with the sword? Is he like? Right. Is he like supposed to be resemblance of like Alexander the Great? Is that why his hair is like yellow, his eyes blue, that kind of stuff? I don't know.
But yeah, it's weird.
He was the weirdest, most unenjoyable character.
Yes.
Everyone else, like even old girl from the other side, I liked her.
Oh, Marcy.
Yeah. Yep. I liked that. Like she had a connection with the dragon. Now we do know that once the dragon fully evolves, essentially, it has no care about.
Well, yeah. So that's what I
it was focused on the dude.
Yeah.
Didn't care about her.
So that's what it was. But what about when the eyes turned? It was red, right?
Eyes turned red, so it was because I think eyes were blue because it did have eyes blue for a minute.
Yeah, and it was when she was finally looking at Ellie, and then that's when our boy, the leader of the quote unquote Soul Society, we'll get to that later, shoot this fucking snipe Heido and blow the crown off and kill it. Oh my god, dude.
So there is one thing I have to say that I didn't like about that was the fact that he did that too easy, right?
Is he the what you called of this world? You know, what was his name? The dude that's always with Yodorichi.
Oh, Uyu?
Yeah, Uryu. Is he the Uryu of this world?
He could. I mean, he's old, so I would consider him close to Yamamoto. But what I'm saying is that like that dragon, the way they spelled it out for us was supposed to be like this big bad, and he gave one of the tougher dudes like a real good fight. Like the dude had the lightning dragon could do basically nothing by himself, and even himself could still do nothing. They would have had to jump him. But the fact that and I guess he did have an opening. Because I think if he was fighting the dragon head on, he wouldn't have had that.
It would have been a lot tougher, yes.
Yeah. But it was
like you say, he could be Yamamoto, bro.
Yeah, but then it's like, why even have the different dragons? He can just do it by himself. But then again, each dragon could be different. You know, they have different weaknesses.
Exactly. It's so much more that could be brought upon this world.
Right.
Oh, Burning Witch is definitely great, too. So talk to me. You didn't like Tony Kawa?
I didn't say I didn't like it.
I fucking love this.
It was just like it didn't sink its teeth into me.
Yeah, it will. I got a feeling it will. For me, this is fucking the perfect cleanse.
This looked
from
like
Rent a Girlfriend, bro.
This feel like a lolly slice of life kind of deal, and I wasn't rocking with it.
It's not though. Oh, it's just because the art style. You mean?
He in like what, high school?
No, he's 18. He's graduated.
Okay.
Yes. So at the beginning, he was in high school, and that's when he got hit. Yeah, and he got hit by the car or saved by the girl.
I thought in the beginning they said that he was a freshman or his third year of middle school and was going into high school.
Yeah, that is correct. But
a year in high school, got hit by a car.
Yep, and then he literally went through the entire high school after he missed a year. Actually, you know what? He might be a senior now because he missed a year. But he's 18 years old. He's 18 years old now and living on his own and married now to that girl he said he wanted to be with. And that's what I love. Like I said, this is a great palate cleanser from Rent a Girlfriend because I love how he was just like, listen, I want to be with you. Like my adrenaline is going. Like I straight up want to be with you. And she said, and I will be with you, but you have to marry me. And now I'm looking forward to figuring out why she decided to go that route, how they get to know each other through this. They have no choice but to get to know each other because guess what? They're married. It's official. It's a done deal in the first episode, which is something I said last week, a show that I wanted. Didn't I say that? Mm-hmm. I'm like, I want a show where it should just get going. And now that I got it. Yeah, exactly. Straight to the point. And
I'm going to keep watching it, but yeah, it didn't sink its teeth into me, but I feel like you're right. Like eventually it will. I
am sold. I am sold. I can sniff a good slice of life, and this is a good one. This is going to be a good one. I do agree with the at the beginning, the art style or the chibi-esque art style is kind of hard to like get past. But I don't care. You know, I don't care about art style past the point if the show is good.
I care about watching romantic comedy Snafu Climax, which is in my opinion a 10 out of 10.
Shut up.
The worst case scenario we give it 9.5, but it's a 10 out of 10 in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Straight up, it's live. I can't wait till the dub is done.
Mm-hmm. ASAP.
Yeah, but I like the Tony Kawa shit though. I really do. The intro, outro, cleanest shit I think I've heard in a long time. Very, very long time. Check our Twitter out. I posted the intro. That shit bangs.
That is a really good song.
It's crazy how good it is. What else?
So that's all I watched, but I did read obviously Twin Star Exorcist.
Okay.
And, you know, like I said, they had a whole romance chapter, and this is a slice of life chapter, and I loved everything about it. See? Twin Star Exorcist to me just does all of it right. Like I just don't think they do anything wrong. I know it's because it's my favorite series, so I'm biased, but it's also like they literally had an entire romance chapter.
Yeah.
It's an anime or a manga where they literally fight demons, and it's an entire romance chapter, and it was like good as fuck. Like an enjoyable romance chapter from a series that's about punching shit in the face.
Well, that's live, but we also forgot about that Yoshihime Princess Half Demon.
You're right. Hold up.
That first episode dropped.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched it.
What'd you think about it?
It's Inuyasha.
So I think that this first episode is literally just gonna be like what we think it's gonna be, but like this first episode was meant to be like a rekindling.
Yeah.
People have seen Inuyasha. I literally was talking to a dude earlier today who was like, "Oh, I love Inuyasha, one of my favorite series." I was like, "I don't understand how."
This is trash. But
sure make it past episode 1.
I did feel nostalgic about it though.
Yeah.
I definitely felt the nostalgia, like seeing Kagome and Inuyasha talk. I wish it was in dub though, just so I can really feel the nostalgia, because obviously that's the only way we watched Inuyasha, right? Was dub, because it was Adult Swim only. Like that's all we had.
Yeah, when we was younger.
Yeah, so I wish I kind of heard that fucking irritating ass Kagome just to get that feeling again.
The thing is though, is also they didn't seem as irritating.
No, they seem still.
They seem, well, to me they didn't seem as irritating. They seemed like they got their shit together.
Nah, it was, man. The moment the fucking amount of times he said Kagome still pisses me off. Like maybe it was because it was subbed this time, so it wasn't as annoying. But Kagome, it's just stop. And then it's the same shit. You know what it is about Inuyasha that I also hated? The amount of fucking music. The music never stopped. And it constantly was playing. I'm like, okay, turn this shit off. And it would change. It was like that old school anime thing that they do where they just constantly play the music in the background, the Japanese flute. That shit got annoying after a while.
What did you think about the main characters?
I mean, we barely even saw them.
Let's talk about, so instantly I liked Inuyasha and Kagome's daughter.
Oh yeah.
Because she was very like.
But is that her daughter?
The one with the red?
That's what I thought, but they don't say that.
That's their daughter.
Okay.
And then the other two are Sesshomaru's kids.
The other two?
Yeah. So they're twin girls.
So the one that's like, what's her name?
Yeah. So the one that looks like old girl who had the boomerang.
Yeah.
That's Sesshomaru's daughter, and then Tawa, which is the one with the white hair,
Yeah,
and the red strip. That's also Sesshomaru's daughter. I know that one girl is Sesshomaru's daughter because she has a little white fur thing over her shoulder.
yeah, yep.
And the other one has Sesshomaru's hair.
I wish. Why would they make them the leads of this and not Kagome's daughter?
I'm not sure, but I mean, obviously, it has something to do with them actually being the half demons and Inuyasha being a series about a half demon. So they probably carried that on. But then she's not there. It's all three of them are the main characters. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but she still felt like the background.
Yes, yeah. They felt like it felt like the one with the white hair is the lead character.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Like the lead character.
Right.
I'm interested to see where it goes. I actually plan on at some point watching this Inuyasha shit.
Me too. I like the outro though. Fucking clean ass outro. Yes. Again, this is another time where
consistently.
Yeah, start off with another fire ass outro.
They'd be like, "Yo, the show might be mad mediocre and mad decent at best, but that outro, bro, you gonna feel that.
Yeah, indeed,
sleep and be happy.
Indeed.
Hit you with the big classics.
Yeah, right. I love that shit. The outro. I am gonna watch it too, just so we can see if it gets better. And why not? You know, we got a lot of shit to watch, but I did watch a bunch of other stuff that I'm gonna save for next week because yeah. I watched that horror one, that remake of that horror anime.
Oh, we gotta watch. What's that? I gotta watch that.
Oh, it's the fuck. It's the. I can tell you right now, actually, because I got it right here. It's already pulled up.
You said it's R-rated?
Yes, for one. But not like R-rated in the sense of like.
Yeah, like it's gory, probably.
Yeah, very.
That's beautiful.
Man, listen, it's weird as hell too. Apparently, this came out in 2006 as well.
Put it on as soon as we done recording.
Huh?
I'm putting it on as soon as we done recording.
Oh, dope. Yeah, it's like it came out in 2006, but they remade it. So I might. Nah, I'm not gonna go back to 2006. I'll just rock with this one. Why can't I fucking find it now? Holy shit! It's on Funimation though, or Hulu. Mm-hmm. It's not bad though. It's not bad. There's a couple of other shows coming out in 2 days, like that. Our Last Crusade of the Rise of the New World and shit. Still a lot to watch. So of course we're gonna drop a few of these. Like I watched the By the Grace of the Gods. I watched that one too. I'm gonna talk about it next week though. It's not great so far, but it seemed like it could be there. I'm Standing on a Million Lives. Damn, I watched a lot, dude. I watched so much.
Bet you did, brother.
But that'll wrap this episode. This is a long ass episode. I'm at Polo Bornfly on all social media.
I'm at King Taliano.
You can follow our social medias at Might Check Waifu on Twitter and at Might Check Waifu on Instagram. And as always, Mike. Sorry, y'all. We had to end it. That's another 33 minutes.
I was trying to get the recap together. You like, nah.
Oh, I'm so sorry, bro.
You're now tuned into Mike Check Waifu.